Everyone, so now we're going to go through some training about maximising your business through a Facebook Live. What we will cover in this training: the benefits of using Facebook Live, how to create your own photo live filter, some things to think about first, how to plan your live, going live, things to include in your live, building a massive following, do's and don'ts, and some top tips I've picked up along the way. What can live do for my business? The benefits of going live. Live creates the ability for customers and followers to really get to know you. You're able to express your personality by doing this. Being able to show products and sell the benefits and watchers, being able to see themselves, not just taking your word for it, so actually being able to physically demonstrate the product. And, for their customers to see a sort of idea of size, and what sort of consistency maybe a cream is, things like that is really, really going to help you sell more products. Being able to engage a large amount of people at the same time. Audiences build very, very quickly online, and they allow us to reach large amounts of people. It can build your customer base in its own right. You will find customers who will buy on a live continue to buy mainly from live. So what I mean by that is, like when we build a customer base, our catalogue customers tend to continue to buy from catalogues. Our online customers tend to continue to buy from our groups, and you'll find the same. Your live customers will continue mainly to buy from your lives. If you use Facebook regularly, it will contribute to your Facebook reach. So Facebook really, really like any interaction of any sort, but they particularly like you using their features, and they love you using their live feature. So they will it's like a bank account, Facebook, as we know. So when you pay in, you get more out of it. So it's going to limit those times on blocks and bans as well. Being able to have fun with your customers, it doesn't feel like you're working, and it really, really doesn't. It really is sort of like, in my group, I call it the pajama party every night. It is just so much fun once you get into the swing of things. It can build you a massive following very, very quickly. It really, really can. And the key thing to remember is, that be ready for possible quick results. Some take off very, very quickly. Some consistency will build it, but it can just go boom overnight. So first things first, let's go through and how to create a Facebook filter. And these are really, really, really exciting, and they're able for us to bring our information to any photo or video that we broadcast. First of all, to get started, you need to make your banner. You need to think about what to include in your banner, and choose really, really bright colours to make sure it stands out from any background that you've got on your picture or your live. Be really mindful of the size, because you don't want the banner to obstruct your face or what you're going to demonstrate. Apps like Piccollage, PhotoGrid, and PicMonkey for the laptop, they're all great to make these types of things, to make these banners. Creating your filter. You need to make sure that you have trimmed your banner photo to make sure all the edges are neat, because when you're overlapping images, sometimes they can be untidy around the edges. If you've been using a phone or tablet, you need to change your image into a JPEG file. You'll need a laptop or desktop to be able to continue with the next step. If you need to convert your banner into a JPEG file, it's just as simple as emailing it to yourself and opening that email up on the laptop and saving it to your files. So the next thing to do is go to the website in step 3, www.facebook.com fbcameraeffects/home/. So this is what that particular website looks like. It's linked to Facebook, so you'll need to scroll down when you get onto the landing page until you come across this here said Frame Studio, and click Create Frame. Now, bearing in mind, you need to be doing this all on your laptop, okay? Because the next step won't work on, I've got an iPad Pro, it won't work on those devices, okay? So what you need to click next is Upload Art in the top left corner. Once you've uploaded your art, you can upload it, you can take a picture, or you can upload it from your files. So once you've uploaded your art, I haven't been able to do it on you because I've actually taken these screenshots from my iPad Pro, but you need to maneuver your image down so it sits neatly at the bottom, so you're still going to see your face. If I continued with this, you wouldn't be able to see my face when I used it. And as you can see here, it gives you previews of all different formats and how it would look. There's some also some down on the drop down bar here on the left. There's other things you can do, bring to the forward, bring to the front, and you can have a little play around with it and things like that. But make sure you click shrink with width and shrink with length. And also, if you double click on the image, you can make it translucent, you can make it see-through. So it will sort of show up any images behind it. So after you've clicked the next button, you'll come to this. Now the name is really important. Now I've chosen with mine to name my photo filter or my frame, okay, as the name of my selling group, which is the Glitzy Girls Parlour, okay. You need to go ahead and put your name in the box, then select set a date, a start and end date, okay. Now, it's really important to make sure you tick that box, because if you put make active right away, it'll only stick around for a few days. But if you click set start and end date, and you can go up for a year in advance, so you can really keep this on for long periods of time. You're not going to have to be updating it every month or whatever. So as you can see, I've done mine, I've set mine up there. The next one is really important. Let me just go back 2 seconds. Let me just show you. You also, there's keywords as well. I missed out a little bit by here. Keywords are really, really good because it allows people who are searching for a filter to possibly find your filter, right? So for mine, I sort of put glitzy girl, makeup, demos, all that type of really girly stuff in there, my keywords, to make it easier to find for other people to use it. And also for my customers, so they're able to use it when they want to send me a picture of a product that they've used. So date in there, created a name. And the next thing is you need to select an owner. Okay, now selecting an owner is really important. If you've already got a business page, all right, you can select that business page. As you can see, I've got a couple. You can select that business page as the owner. All right, now I've chosen in this instance to select myself, but there's nothing saying that you can't come back and do this again and select your business page and have two running. So as you can see there's my keywords just there. And then next, and then it's going to give you a preview. So obviously your banner is going to be set down lower. This was just an example, and you can see here my schedule. I've got until the 1st of September. Any location, which means anyone can use it, anyone at all. And the keywords glam, demos, glitzy girl. When you click publish, it will automatically upload itself into your Facebook camera. Okay, so that's it done. You've now created a frame/photo filter for Facebook. So things to think about moving forward. Create a brainstorm of what you want to bring to your lives. Answer these questions. Are you able to push your comfort zone? How would you feel about getting onto a live, guys, and sort of putting your face out there, you know, to hundreds, maybe thousands of viewers? How would you feel about that? Would that be something that you're willing to consider? Could you do demos and tutorials on yourself? How do you feel about learning about makeup if you don't already know a few skills? Watching a few tutorials on YouTube and showing the products and showing how you make a face, or showing half a face of makeup and half without, or doing a daily sort of vlog using a cream so you can sort of showcase the difference that the cream is making. How would you feel about that? Would you show just your hands to start off with? There are a lot of people who are very successful at this now, who have only started with just showing their hands and their product with their voice talking over it. And that works really, really well. And if you're not, you know, as brave to go out there straight away with yourself, then maybe just consider just showing your hands, because you need to get amongst this, because we believe that this is going to be a massive sort of arrow in our bow with this business. Would you like to do live games like bingo and things? They absolutely love bingo. You mentioned that you're playing bingo on a live and it gets shared around, all right, then you're going to have at least 50 to 100 viewers instantly, just because they want to play bingo. Now, there's a few ways to do it. You can either sell physical tickets off and take a photo and send them to that person, message that person. The way I do bingo is, as people are coming on, I ask them to choose 5 numbers from between 1 and 90, and I use a randomizer bingo caller on my phone to call them out, so you're not there too long, and the first person who gets the 5 wins the prize. Other ones I've played higher or lower, like play your cards right. That one goes down really well. There's things like spin the wheel and all these different things that you can play, and people just love. What would you give as a prize? You need to think about, would you give a certain amount of to spend with you? Would you give a free sample pack? Would you give a box of chocolates? I've used quite a lot. Scratch card, all these little things. And little things that cost a small amount of money, and you build up a few things, and it's going to make your life quite epic and really attractive to prospective viewers. So have a think about what your best asset is. My best asset is I'm really good with people. I'm a very, very good talker. I don't know if you noticed. I'm sort of, I like to have a laugh and a joke. I'm quite fun. Okay. But have a think about what your best asset is and how you think that you could bring that. Have you got beautiful hair? That have you got sort of a wrinkle-free face at like 90? And you can say, look, this is really doing this to my skin. Think of what your best asset is, whether it be personality, physical, how you organize things, how you put your stamp on things, and make sure you bring that, whatever it may be, to the party when you get on your live. Because that will only help you reassure yourself of the confidence, because you've already sort of acknowledged your assets. How can you play to your strengths? Like I've just mentioned on the above point, on a live, being a talker and liking to have fun helps. So if you're really, really good at something, or you're really, really confident in something, then play to it and make sure it comes across. And what will you bring to the party that's different? So what can you bring that Joe Blogs in a different company may bring? So have a little think about that. So now it's time to plan. So have a think about what products will you show. Okay, really important. Make sure that they're there. All right, and if you're planning a future live and you've mentioned I'm having a face cream on next week, make sure that it's in stock before you've mentioned I'm having a cream on next week, because they'll hold you to it. Okay. How will you show them? So are you going to physically demonstrate them on yourself? Are you going to physically demonstrate them on someone else? Are you just going to show your hands? Are you just going to, show the product? How will you show them? Think about it. Make sure you learn the facts about the products that you want to show. There's nothing worse than somebody asking you a question that you don't know the answer to, especially if it's a pretty basic question. And I mean, there's over 1,000 products within our business, and you'll never learn them all. But if you know what products you're showing, maybe take some time out to write some notes on some key facts. So maybe make a little note of ingredients, or the size, how many mils is in the bottle, all things like that, so you're ready to just glance down and say. Make sure you know the prices. Again, have a little sort of note, a little note at the side of you, just saying the product, the price, and any sort of key features that you think people might need to know or people might ask you about. Find customer reviews to quote about the products. Now, on the Oriflame website, we are very, very lucky to be able to have so many other customers and consultants that have left so many reviews, so use them. When you're going to show a product, go on the Oriflame website and take a look to see if there's reviews about your products, and quote them while you're showing the products, and really sort of brag about the reviews and how many stars it's had, and this would be recommended by 53 people and all that type of stuff, because that's really going to help you to sell your product. Going on to the fun you're going to have. So what game will you play? Okay, really, really important. So make sure you plan your game. Anything, do you need any sort of props? Do you need a pack of cards? Do you need to spin the wheel? When I first started lives, I'd play higher or lower, and all my or my cards would be pinned onto a Coke notice board behind me. I've gone a bit more key now, but at the time, and that worked, and people absolutely loved it. So just make use of what you've got. Where will you go live? This is really, really important. Make sure you're taking a note of this particular part. Wherever you go live, you have to make sure that it has the ability to be shared. It has to be on a public profile, a public group, or a public page, all right, that you also have the rights to. Okay, that's really, really important, because if you go live into a group or onto a page that you don't have the rights to, then the ownership of that live won't lie with you. It will lie with the person who has the rights to that profile, whatever else. So that's really important. And you need to, it needs to be public, because we need to have the ability to share. This is what's really going to grow this for you, is the ability to share. When will you go live? This is really, really, really important as well, guys, okay? So have a look around what's happening around you, all right? You do not want to be attempting to go live in the middle of a Britain's Got Talent final. You won't have any watchers. I've done it in an X Factor final, and I managed to scrape by with 3, when normally I have 70 to 100 plus. So really make yourself aware, have a look at what's on for the sport. Take a look at the TV guide, especially a sunny Sunday afternoon. Again, the chances are everyone's going to be out in the sun enjoying with their children and things like that before going back to work and school on the Monday. So really think about what's going on around you before you set a time. Make sure a time and date that you set suit your sponsor and upline, especially in the first few lives that you're doing, because they can come on to support you and drum up interest in the comments. My uplines did this for me when I first started. They still come on now, but they just come on for a laugh now, and to support me, obviously, but they don't need to sort of drum up comments anymore, but they can come on and just support you, knowing that someone's there that is cheering you on. Really, really helps. So that's really, really important. How will you entice people to share? Think about how you can get people to share. Are you just going to ask, flatter your eyes and ask really nicely and sweetly? Or are you going to promise them an entry into a draw for a £5 scratch card at the end of the month? Sometimes some works better than others. It may be just a few trial and error, but either way, you need to find a way to get these people to share. Maybe it's everyone shares gets a free sample, or everyone that shares goes into a prize draw for a pack of free samples, or something like that. Okay, so here's the fun part: going live. Act like you're going on the telly, all right? Make sure you're really well presented. Now, especially we're selling a beauty range and we're selling a skincare range. Okay, so you don't want to really be going on a live. Maybe you're a mechanic in your day job and you've rushed in late from work and you've got oil smeared up your face because you haven't had a chat. You don't really want to be going on live with that. You want to be sort of treating it as if you've just been invited to star on Pointless. Okay. Check your background. This is really important, and you'll be surprised how easy it is to forget this, all right? So, make sure your background is tidy and presentable. Make sure, if you've got children, I usually wait until mine are in bed so they're not running around, going crazy in the background. That'll allow you to concentrate. Things like that, is your dining table tidy behind you, or has it still got dishes on it? That type of thing. Check your background, because the guys at the other end will see your background. Okay, have all your products to hand ready. You're going to be walking off from camera. I've done this a couple of times to get scissors and batteries and things like that over the years, but make sure you've got everything you're going to need for that live ready, so you don't have to leave the camera. You can just pick it up and you're ready to go, and sort of work on a system where you pick something up with one hand and you put it down with the other hand, because all the products that you've already shown are going to end up on the other side of you, so you know what you've got left. If you're not doing a tutorial, keep your products in their packaging and open on air for the very first time. So it's so they get excited. Okay, so when you're opening a project and you're showing that, oh, I can't wait, I really hope it's as big as I hope it's going to be, or I really hope that it's the right color for the customer, or whatever. All right, or I can't wait to see these metallic lipsticks. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And when you're opening the product, then, you know, I often gasp, or I'm like, oh, I love it, that type of thing, because it creates excitement for the viewer. All right. Okay, so have your notes in front of you so you can glance up and down. You will find once you get into the swing of things, you're just going to be doing this off the cuff. You're just going to be talking and talking and talking and talking as you start to enjoy yourself. But it's really good if you need to sort of glance through any prices or any sort of product specifications, that it's all going to be there in front of you. Get your music on. Now, this is a really, really good one. It's nice to have some music on in the background, okay? Try not to do the music to your taste. Try and do it to popular taste, all right? Because if you're into heavy metal, for example, not everyone may be into heavy metal. If you're into classical music, maybe not everyone will be into classical music. So I tend to hit, like, I tend to stick, I've got a playlist, me personally, I stick with big sort of songs that everyone loves, like, you know, like things like Purple Rain and the type of songs that everyone loves to sing along to, and half the time I sing along as well. I forget I'm live. So yeah, so get your music on. When setting up to go live, update your description, include what you were offering. All right, so what demo, don't tell them what products, but if you're demoing products, or if you're doing, you could say, if you're demonstrating eyebrows, come and join me and see the secrets behind my on fleek eyebrows, or something like that. How you're offering it, how you're going to offer it, all right, what they can get out of it. So why should they come and watch you? And this is normally where we could put in about our bingo game that we're having, or if you're playing Deal or No Deal, or if you're playing bingo, or if everyone's going to get a raffle ticket if they buy, things like that. And also another really, really important, a bit of legal thing, you need to state about the copyrights of the music that you're playing in the background. So you need to state that you don't own any copyrights to any background music. Okay. So next thing to do now is, after you've done all that, you're ready. So you need to select your photo filter by going onto your Facebook, clicking live, going underneath, and there's a little button like a frame. Click the frame button and your filter will be there. If you click that, it'll come on. Make sure you line yourself up nicely. So you may want to turn your device to the side or things like that to give you a wider screen. And then you click go live. Okay, so we're on the air now. So you need to write a comment in the comment box with any links or PayPal address and pin it. So you need to pin it so it'll come up stuck, in effect, to the top of the chat box. Okay, now when I say PayPal address, all right, if you're going to be playing bingo and you'd like to charge for it, so, you know, and there are plenty of people who charge for these services, or they charge for, if you're selling raffle tickets, things like that, it's really, really handy to have your PayPal pinned, because all you need to do is point and say, anyone wants a raffle ticket, send £1 each over to the PayPal link below and comment done, and I'll give you a number. All right. When you first go on live, it's going to take a little while for your audience to grow, right? There is an invite feature, so you can invite your friends and family, your sidelines and your uplines and your team to come and join you. Okay, so you can invite your whole friends list. Just be mindful that while you're inviting people, okay, they can still see you, even though you can't see them because the box has popped up most of the screen. They can still see you. While waiting, as people are coming on to the live, okay, it'll come up saying Claire Kinsella is watching. All right, you know, you'll see that. If any friends come on, they come up in green. Okay, so you're able to say, oh, hi Claire, come on in, how are you, as they're coming on. All right, don't wait for them to say hello. Say hello as soon as you see names approaching, and always use their names. They love a mention, it makes them feel special. Okay, ask how they're doing, remark on the weather. So when they're coming on, as people come on to my lives, you know, oh, hi Claire, how are you? Oh my gosh, have you enjoyed the sunshine? Hasn't it been a stunning day? And keep doing that, keep going. Encourage them to say hello in the chat box. Also, as they're coming on, make sure you're saying hi. Let me know you're here. Let me know if you can hear me. We need to start from this point now to encourage people to comment in that chat box as much as we can. And I'll explain a little bit about that later on. So, as I said, this is a gift that will keep on giving. All right. Ask them to comment replay. So as you're opening, remember that after you finish live, this is still going to be broadcast out there. So you need to address the people of the future in respect. All right. So you need to say, if you're catching up on this and you're watching this later on, can you please comment replay in the chat box? And like this says, it is a gift that it'll keep on giving. All right. It'll keep going this well. Ask to be shared around and ask them to comment when they are done so you can personally thank them. Again, key, you need to be shared around. There's something I need to make you aware of, guys, as well when sharing, there is a share to groups option that they can click. Make clear that you only want to be shared to selling groups. Okay, make clear. Really appreciate, guys, if you could share me to groups, that would be great, but please only share me to selling groups, and just make it, you don't want to get a ban. You don't want anyone sort of sharing you into a group that we haven't necessarily got approval to be in. Announce any game that you've got running in the beginning and keep referencing it, but keep it till the end. Okay, don't play the game immediately or even halfway through, because this will keep them on. This will keep them coming in as well if you keep referencing to it. Start your demo and keep things light and fun. Try not to be too businessy. Try and be, just be yourself. When showing your products, be dead excited. Comment on the product and compliment it. Say what you like and ask them what they think. It's really important. Now we're starting to build that interaction, with our audience. So you really, really need to be drumming up comments. Now this is where it's kicking in. The audience is starting to build. If applying the product yourself, have a chat while you do. Oh my God, I like the way that makes my eye look. Or, oh, look at that, girls. Look, oh, my bags are gone. Have a chat like that. And, oh, what have you been doing today? I've had a really busy day. I've been signing people in, or whatever you want to talk about. But keeping that interaction going. Keep asking what they think about the products and be amazed. And from what I've seen in the products, it's really, really easy to be amazed. So that should be, really easy to do. Get excited, crack a joke, be yourself. And this is the thing, is that this is what people share. If people think you're funny, or if people think that you're super kind, if you let people see that version of yourself, then that's what's going to make them share you. They have to be able to pick up a sort of instant bond with you. All right, like take a liking to you in effect, and then they will go out of their way. And as I mentioned a bit later on, live watchers and followers are very, very loyal. So once you've got them on side, they will stay on side. Okay. Show kindness, even if it's to a negative comment or negative feedback. I am forever saying this: kill it with kindness. If somebody is rude or derogatory, you have two options. My advice is to completely ignore that comment and advise your other watchers to ignore that comment. Okay, if they start, because they will stick up for you. If it does happen, it's rare, but it does happen, on rare occasions. So my advice is to you to ignore the comment, or you could say, thank you for your feedback, and move on. And that's it. Act like you're chatting with friends, because do you know what? Here's the thing, you soon will be. Even if you're brand new to this, you soon will be chatting with your friends. They will become your friends. You will have chat to them. You will know their kids' names. You will, know how many pets they've got or where they're going on their holiday. You will know all these things, because doing this is exactly the same as building a catalog customer base. Okay, so when you go back and forth, it's the same with this. So each time when you go in to collect somebody's catalog, you get to know them that bit more, right? So you do the same with these lives. So eventually you will be amongst friends. Okay, so start as you mean to go on. Ask everyone where they're from. Again, this is going to build up comments, all right? And if you're like, oh my gosh, I've got to Glasgow, would you mind sharing me around Glasgow a bit more, please? I haven't got much customers up there. And they will do it. So it's really, really worth it. Ask everyone to comment below in the chat box where they're from. Create conversation that will get you comments. So talk about, really, really popular, like, oh, who's seen Britain Got Talent on Saturday? Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to win? Comment below, guys, who's going to win. I've done some really, really silly ones, like after a night out. I've been to hairdressers, I've had my hair back combed, and I've stuck it up in a bob and done a live the next day. And I've actually pulled my hair down and gone live and said, who do you guys think I look like? And I thought I looked a bit like Hagrid. so they were all guessing who they thought I looked like. So yeah, just work with what you've got is what is what I'm trying to get across. Just try and create, conversation or say how many products you think I've got in this kit for $59.99. Guess below how many products, things like that, to get them guessing, and they'll bump your comments up. Ask people to react to a product or live. So what do you think, guys? Give me a like if you like it, or please react with love and share me around, things like that. Because again, that's going to bump you onto more people's timelines. The more likes, the more watches, and the more comments your live has, the further it's going to spread. And the idea, the main sort of prize would be for your video to go viral. If your video went viral, then that would just be the main prize. Okay, so keep making references to the game that you've got coming up. That's to keep people interested. And also, you will find that people may join halfway through and things like that. And the chances are, especially in the early days when you're starting this up, your audience may be different at the end to how it started off. And that's quite often the case. You need to keep referencing these things quite often throughout the lives. And don't worry about repeating yourself, because people who watch live videos and live broadcasts are used to the need for being repetitive. Keep an eye on the chat box and answer any questions, comments. It's really easy to get carried away, especially if you're doing makeup and things. So make sure or if you're demonstrating a product, make sure you're glancing down every couple of minutes, and make sure you sort of clock with your eye where you last left off, and make sure then maybe touch the screen and have a scroll to make sure you're picking up where you left off, so you're not missing anything, because you could be missing an order. Okay, where am I? Take notes on any orders, really important. You can also use your OrderPad app. The Oriflame OrderPad app would be perfect for this, just so you can sort of put them on then immediately after you finish live. Make reference to the opportunity often, but nothing too heavy. So, oh gosh, it's been such an amazing day. I've signed in four new team members today, and oh my gosh, they just so chuffed. They're in love with the products. Who can blame them as well? This opportunity for free, things like that. Or maybe you could say something like, how would you guys feel about sort of joining up? Or don't forget, I'm recruiting in such and such, or I really need a team member in this area, or whatever. Or somebody says, I could really do with a team member in that area. You don't know anyone, do you? Things like that. Just make little references throughout the live. When people order, give them a raffle ticket to be put in a free prize draw. There's a few different things you can do with this. Some people do envelopes. You don't have to do this. It's just an idea, and it's just sort of rewarding. So some people do like they've got like maybe some envelopes, maybe 20 envelopes. They've got all different prizes in them. So you might have a banana, you might have double your luck, you might have 10% off your next order. And they get to choose an envelope when they order, and that works really, really well. You'd be surprised how many people are desperate to be able to choose an envelope. And keep reminding people to share again, because your audience is going to keep moving. Okay, you need to keep reminding people to hit that share button and thanking them as well afterwards. Things to include whilst you're live. At the end of your live, remind everyone the following things: to join your group. Now don't forget, you've got your banner there with your group blazoned on top of it. You've got your pin post, with your group link blazoned on top of it. So if you're not broadcasting from your group and you're broadcasting from your personal page, or a business page, then you need to make sure that you're getting everyone in the group. Ask again to be shared around and remind them if you've got any benefits on that would suit them for sharing around. Ask them to take a look at your beauty shop. Again, your link's on your banner, your link's going to be in your pin post so they can access that nice and easy. Explain the elite customer scheme. So explain that, you know, if you like a few of my products today, you know, I can set you up and save you between 20 and 35% discount as an elite customer. Comment replay if watching it back again. So you're sort of that bumps it up in effect as people comment replay, and you also know who's taking the time to watch you afterwards. Pitch your opportunity. Don't go in too heavy. Don't go in with circles or anything like that, or diagrams. You know, just pitch your opportunity. You know, guys, don't forget, you know, if you like what you've seen tonight and you think you could do the same, or you think you just like to sell a bit of stuff between your family and friends, or you'd like to put some catalogs out, you can join me for free. Please hit me up and I can give you a full information about that. And just, you know, lightly pitch it, okay? Make sure you tell them when you're going to be live next, okay? And make sure that you tell them to make sure that they're friends with you, or they've liked your business page so they'll get the notification. Thank everyone for being there with you. Remark on how much fun you've had and how you have enjoyed everyone's company. And again, that's really, really important. You need people are taking the time out from EastEnders to come and sit with you and watch you. So that's really important. So thank you to everyone. After your live, after your live, okay, you can stop the live and then you need to click post, okay? If you don't click post, then that live will pang into cyberspace, along with all the comments and all the hard work, getting all the likes and all the shares that you've just done. So you absolutely need to be able to you need to remember to post that video. Once you've posted it, now, this can be a little bit time consuming if you've got maybe over 1,000 comments, but it's absolutely worth it, all right? It doesn't have to be done straight away. You can maybe do it when you settle down later on in the evening, but go back onto the live once you've posted it and react, or like, or a love, or a laughy face, or whatever, to everyone's comments. This does two things, okay? One, it bumps it up again because it's now creating hundreds of likes. The more comments you have, the more likes you're able to give yourself. Two, Facebook can see that you're giving back, all right? That you're taking the time to put more likes onto your posts and things like that. So that's going to help your reach. And three, that's going to mean so much to your viewers and watchers and the people who've commented that you've taken the time to go back and like or react to every comment. So that's really worth one doing. After you posted it, change the description and put on the top, no longer live. If you'd like more information, please PM me for details on products or the opportunity. That's really important as well. And also, it avoids anyone sort of coming on afterwards and shouting at you because you're not saying hello to them, because they don't realise that it's no longer live, and that can happen quite a bit. Like, why aren't you acknowledging me? Why aren't you saying hello when you're actually not still live? So by doing that, you know, it's saving any embarrassment for both you and the viewer. Message everyone that is ordered, thanking them for their order and to arrange payment and delivery. Make sure you send them a link to your beauty store, confirm they're in your group, and mention the elite customer scheme again to them, okay, guys? Really, really important that you do that. You reach out quite quickly after you finish live. So, building a massive following. I just love this picture. So, how to build a massive, big, huge following of people, okay? So following of watchers now we're talking about, okay, guys? So share your live into 10 selling groups and your own selling group once it's finished, okay? So you can say, please share or whatever, and just share it in yourself. Copy the link and share it in yourself. Make sure the platform is always set to public, okay? Because otherwise you can't get it shared around, and you're not going to build a big following. It's just going to remain to the people who have access within your privacy settings that you've set up yourself. Make sure you put it on your own timeline if you haven't already gone live from your timeline, okay? Be consistent. If you're going to go live tomorrow at 8, make sure you go live tomorrow at 8. Okay, now obviously if something big comes up, then they will be really understanding, but especially in the beginning when you're just building up this following, okay, you need to be sure that you're, you know, coming good on promises that you're making to come live, because people actually really look forward to seeing you. Make sure you kill it with kindness. Again, mentioning it from before, you know, I kill everything with kindness. It's my motto for life and for business. And yeah, you know, no matter what sort of throws at you through the live, and if you can't manage words or whatever, just be sure to smile. Okay. You know, and think about as well the way you're speaking to people. You know, sometimes in certain things, especially when you're just getting to know somebody, you know, they can take offense at things, so try and keep everything quite neutral. Always have fun. It's really, really important to have fun. You know, if you're enjoying, your viewers are going to be enjoying as well. Don't be afraid to laugh at yourself if you make a mistake. They love it when things go wrong. I am telling you, if anything can make a live video go viral, it's when something goes wrong. I remember doing a video where my goal board fell on my head, all different things, and those are the ones that have had the most watches. And don't be afraid if you do make a mistake to laugh and say, what am I like? Because, you know, they need to see that you're real at the end of the day. You're a human being, and you're human, but, you know, you're a person, and everyone makes some mistakes. And if you're laughing, they'll feel more inclined to laugh along with you and put laughing reactions than they will if you don't laugh. They might feel a bit awkward. Plug your next live date everywhere. So create an event in your group, put it on your business page. If you have one, put it on your Facebook, on your personal Facebook. Ask your friends, maybe just share it around from your personal Facebook. Tag people in your group. Are you coming to my live again this week? That type of thing, and that's going to create your regular followers. Create a routine. So if you sort of say, right, every morning I'm going to get up and I'm going to do my makeup ready for my day, live on air at 11 o'clock. So people know then, oh, such and such is about to come on, right? And they'll end up fitting you into their routine, okay? And they'll end up being with you every time, even daily lives. You'll be amazed. So if you create a routine, they know, and if they can set their watch by you, then you find that they'll often adapt their routine around you. Where was I? Remembering followers are loyal. They're absolutely loyal to the death. They really, 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 really are. Once you've got them and you've struck that bond with them, and you know, and all these little things like mentioning their name is, you know, oh, you mentioned the other day, Denise, that your dog was poorly. Is he better now? Taking an interest, taking that time is going to create that bond, and they will become extremely loyal to you, just as your catalogue customers would if you're going out building a catalogue in business. Send regular watches friends request. So my rule is, if you watch 5 times, you get a friends request. That's what I basically base this on. So then as my friend, then they can see anything I'm sharing on my personal wall in regards to my business, anything I'm sort of promoting, and they're quite happy normally to also promote it for you as well. Always mention people by name and alive, make them feel special, and they'll keep coming back. And it is exactly that. It is what it says on the tin. Make people feel like they're part of a community, and this is your community that you're building now, and they will keep coming back. Be true to yourself, okay? Don't feel like you've got to go and plaster on fake eyebrows and big red lippy just because, if you don't feel comfortable. Do you know what I mean? Okay? Be respectful of the brand, all right? So, you know, when you're getting shared, you know, make sure you're in selling groups, all right? In regards to when you're marketing the product, you know, even if you don't particularly like the product, still sell its benefits, okay? And you could also as well create a YouTube channel, all right, to upload any videos that you sent, and you could sort of ask people to follow you, because with a YouTube video, they're all there. With the YouTube channel, sorry, they're all there, and they can catch up at any time on any lives that they may have missed. So do's and don'ts of going live. Do share. So do share yourself around, okay? Really important. Make sure to be yourself. Do be yourself. Don't pretend or attempt to pretend to be anything that you're not, all right? Because you just find this exhausting to keep up. and you'll never feel confident and comfortable doing these lives. Okay, so it's really important to be yourself. Do play to your own strengths. Again, like I said in the beginning, if you're really good at telling jokes, if you're a good singer, if you've got lovely hair, if you've got lovely hands, make sure you're showcasing these strengths off. Do have fun, have a laugh, have a joke, be merry together and create that community. Kill it with kindness, even with the most negative of people. Still smile and say thank you very much for your feedback, even though you may be doing it behind gritted teeth. Your other watchers will really, really, really admire you for doing it. Don't think about how you look. Do think about how you look and how you hold yourself. Okay, now this is really, really important one. Like I did mention in the beginning, make sure you're sort of well groomed and well turned out. How you hold yourself. So I've said this before so many times. So the difference between saying yes and yeah. So can I have one of those, please, Sarah? Yeah. Can I have one of those, please, Sarah? Yes, of course. I'll add it to my order and I'll message you after the live to confirm everything. Which one sounds better? So try and just have a little think about, how you look and how you're holding and presenting yourself. And do take on any feedback. So if somebody says, Sarah, that live might have been a bit long, then take that into consideration for the next time. Ask the others how they feel, the regular watchers on the live. If somebody says, oh, I really fancy that lipstick in the catalogue, but I don't know, will you be able to order a sample and show it next week's live? Absolutely, of course I can. Things like that. Go out of your way to sort of get everyone's request. Oh my gosh, just gone live. I really want to get 100,000 views. I'm going to go and put my video into 100 selling groups. You'll get yourself a block for a start, and you will also, be marked as spam, and so will your live, and it won't be no use throwing them to anybody. So don't spam. Don't be derogatory to any other business. Okay, hold your heads up high. All you need to concentrate on is your business. If anyone mentions any other business to you, my answer is always, this is the product we're talking about, and I bring them back. Okay, and don't join in and say, oh yeah, their product is rubbish, look at ours, we've got 20 more mil in our bottle. Or don't buy into that, because you create a different type of community than what you really want. Don't swear. Okay, it is what it says. Don't swear or use any derogatory language. Don't react negatively to any negative feedback. As I've said, just smile, thank you for your feedback, and move on with your comment. Don't get dragged into any drama. So if there's any drama going on in the chat between members or between watchers, don't feel the pressure to join in and say, oh, you pack it in. Just leave them get on with it and carry on going with what you're doing. Don't single one person out from the rest. So you may have somebody, and you will find actually that you warm to some people more than others, maybe. And as we all do in all walks of life, and you will find that maybe one particular person who really works hard for you. Okay, we've all got one within our group. Mine's called Denise, and it's really, really hard not to single her out sometimes, because she does so much for me. But it's about being appreciative towards Denise. In effect, she's the one that helps me with my group. She's a customer, brilliant customer. It's about being appreciative to Denise and learning the others to be appreciative to Denise of what she's done, but try not to sort of single out. You want to create a sort of equal community, and don't forget to enjoy yourself. That's because if you're enjoying yourself and you're really relaxed and you're letting your hair down, then you're going to relax your audience, and that's what you want, because people won't buy if they're feeling a bit nervous. Okay, so here's my top tips. Sorry, I lost my words then. Don't underestimate the power of planning. Okay, so really, really important. I've explained to you how to plan a live. Make sure you use it, because especially if you've not done it before, going in blind may not pay off as well. So you need to know what you're doing, and it's really good to take a good half hour out of your day to plan your life. Push your comfort zone each time. I love to hate this one, but each time I do something on my life that's going to make me feel a bit ooh, but I still do it. And by doing that, I'd be able to develop the confidence that I've got now. So if you start off just showing a product and not talking on a demo video, and then next time you talk, and then next time you show your hands, and then next time you might introduce yourself and then turn the camera. Take it up a notch every time, and you'll soon find that you're partying like a pro, you're living like a pro. Always, always, always smile. Always have the biggest smile on your face. A smile speaks 1,000 words. Be friendly and courteous. Remember your manners and your P's and Q's. Plug products, and I love this one. So say now, well, if you're using your hands to demonstrate a product, if the camera's going to be up close to your hands. What do you think, guys? I've been using this new hand cream for a week, and it's lovely, and my skin feels so soft. Ladies, we have fantastic nail varnishes. Get them on your fingers. Demonstrate. What do you think of this? I love this colour. This is new. It's only $3.50 a bottle. Does anyone else want one? They bargain, and things like that. Okay, so plug your product. Make reference to what you sold that week. So, for example, monkey see, monkey do, right? So if you make reference to, oh gosh, girls, see this eyeliner by here. I sold 25 this week. Can you believe it? Everyone's loving it and it's stunning. And people go, 25? Good guy, I'm one of them. You may not have sold 25. You may have only sold 20, maybe. But monkey see, monkey do. So, yeah, make reference to what you've sold that week, or anything that you think that's hot, make reference to. So, again, share what's hot. So, if something's flying off the shelves, make sure your customers are aware of it and aware that, how hot it is, because you don't want them coming to you in a week's time and saying, oh, well, I had that on my order, but I wasn't giving you my order till Friday and it's out of stock. So make sure you're sharing what's hot. Keep up to date with any trends and bring it into your life. So keep up to date with any makeup trends, any new looks that are out. Keep a little one eye on if you're a lady doing makeup tutorials. Try and recreate celebrity looks. Try and look at the reviews online, any reviews towards this cream is better than Clarins or something like that you can bring into your life and sell and demonstrate and sell off the back of that. Make references to how many team members you have as it goes up. So this is drip feeding information. So I may do a live this Monday and I may have 35 team members. And then I may go next Monday and, oh gosh, I got 45 team members now. Everyone's loving this business. And the regular watchers will see your growth. And eventually they're going to have that conversation with you and they're going to say, how much are you earning now, Sarah? I remember when you only had 12 team members. Now you've got 150. What's going on? And they will make that reference eventually. So it's really important to drip feed the information, because they've already going to have the knowledge of the products because they've been watching you all this time demonstrating them. Be on fleek. Be on fleek, okay? So what I mean is ladies, make sure you're if you're demonstrating an eye product, for example, or an eyeshadow, and you're zooming up to your eye, make sure the area around your eye is what nicely presented. You're presented. Try and be young. If you're a youngster, try and be I'm not so young anymore, but try and be down with the kids and have the latest look or create the latest looks. Be on point. We want this to be for everyone. Maybe set a day that you use the anti-aging type thing, so you can just show a whole range of products to appeal to a whole lot of people. Okay, so there's something for everyone. Establish a catchphrase that you will be known for. So there's a few things that I say. My accent really helps me with this one. That I say. So booty is one of them. Joking. So if somebody's got a fake pair of Uggs, I tend to say they're joking Uggs. Things like that. And people, they normally dead funny things that people catch on to and they find hysterical, and it becomes what you're known for. Make yourself a product. So, tell them what products you use, what products you love, what ones you use regular, sell them that way. If you've got any products, so say you might be demonstrating that day some hand cream, but make sure if you've got the products there that you've got a full face of Oriflame makeup so you can make reference to, or you've got maybe you're demonstrating just some sunglasses or some bags or something, you know, if you're a gent and you've been using the skincare range for men, then make reference to, look at my skin. I know Craig White done that a couple of days ago on one of his lives, and it really got us all, you know, oh, that looks really good. So yeah, so that's it from me. If you want any more information, please ask me. Please, sorry, my daughter tried to come in then. Please ask your sponsor, sorry, for any more information, and good luck with it all. Hope to see you all live soon. Bye.